hear the beat, it's in my chest, got me feeling some kind of way.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So this video here, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to sew an invisible zip. So to do that, you need to get an invisible zip just like what I have here. Can you see? So I'll try and just zip this down. Can you see? You need to get one of these. So there are different types of zip depending on the one you want. So I also have this invisible zip foot here, just like what you're seeing here. So this is a little bit pointed. I just hope you can see this. So there are different types, just like what you're seeing on the pictures. So this is the one I'm going to be making use of. This is how mine looks, so you can get one for yourself. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you how to first of all place your zipper on the fabric you want to use. So you need to first place this. So to do that, I'm going to bring my pins and then I'm going to open this up. Can you see what I'm doing? I'll just open this up this way. This is a highly requested video, so I'm going to open it up. Now the part that is flat this way is the part I'm going to be placing on the fabric, and you're going to place it on the rough part of it. Can you see what I'm doing? Now the part that is going to be inside of your zip is where you should place this other part, just like what I'm doing here. Please just watch what I'm doing with my hands, okay? So I'll just turn it over like this so that you see. Can you see? So the part that is flat, that doesn't have this, like the channel where your zip is supposed to pass through, make sure you place it on the other side, like where your fabric is going to be inside your clothes after zipping it up. I just hope you understand. So you're going to pin this down, and then I'll continue pinning this down. If you don't want to pin this down, you can actually do this without pinning this down, but I think for a beginner you need to pin this down before going ahead to stitch it. So I'll try as much as possible to just pin this down till we get to the end, and then we'll go over to my machine and stitch this together. Make sure when you're doing this you are taking note of the thread, like the thread has to be straight. Can you see what I'm doing? Your thread needs to be straight. So when you get to this point, you need to lift up the other side so that you can be able to just pass this through inside, because it has to go in this way. Then go ahead and pin this down. It has to go inside this way. Just watch what I'm doing with my hands. Just lift this up like this and then try to place this inside this way. Can you see what I'm doing? Try to place it inside here and then pin this down. So when you go to your sewing machine, you're going to stitch and then past that area where you want the zip to stop, just past that point with about 1 inch. Just stitch down and pass that point with about 1 inch. Do you understand what I'm saying? So right now we'll go over to my machine and stitch this down, making sure that you're following the lines till you get to this point here. So to do that, let's go over to the side. So guys, I'm going to be showing you how to sew this on my sewing machine. So like I said, there are different types of zipper foots. So this one here is the one I normally use to sew straight stitches. Can you see how this looks? You can even see this on the picture. And why this one I'm going to be using to fix my zip is a little bit different. So there are two different types here. You can actually use this other one, but I think using this one here is more preferable because it was already made for this particular method, like for using it to fix zip and all that. So it was just meant for fixing of zip. So now you can see how it is. It's just going to make your work look easy. So I just decided to show you guys how to fix your needle on this very part of this type of machine basically. So when you get a needle like this, you always have a part that is flat and then you have a part that is not flat at all. So the part that is flat is the part you need to fix on your sewing machine. Like you're going to use it to put this through your sewing machine this way. So if you are fixing this wrongly, you are going to have issues stitching on it. It's either the thread is going to like cut along the way while you stitch, and then the discomfort, like you won't even have the like that ease to work with it. You're going to have like discomfort and all that, so you need to fix this very well. Okay, so this machine I'm using is niche, so there are different types of machine, and there are different ways of doing this in different machines. I just hope you understand. So we are through with this. Let's go ahead and then start fixing our zip.
My heartbeat, yeah.
So I'm going to first start with this. We're going to first start stitching on this. So I went ahead to remove my needle and then start stitching on it. So by the time I'm done, I'll show you guys how it looks, but for the meantime, just pay attention to what I'm doing here. So right now my thread was somehow misbehaving. I just had to remove it so that I can fix it again. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'll just put it here. So for this niche, you need to pass the thread from front to the back part. Can you see what I'm doing? So you pass it from here to the back, but for other machines, I think you pass them from the side and then through the other side. I don't know, but this is how I go about my own. So right now I'm done with that. Let's continue stitching this. Please, when you're doing this, make sure you're very careful with your hands, okay? Don't let this needle like pass through your hands, okay? It's going to be too painful. Like, oh my god, I don't want to experience this, and I don't even want you to experience it. I was very careful with my hands, okay? So just be careful with your hands while you stitch. So let's continue to stitch this down until we get to the end.
In my chest, got me feeling some kind of way. I confess the rhythm takes over, no room to rest. My heart's dancing, it's a love conquest. Oh, the melody, it's smooth and sweet, like honey dripping from a golden bee. It's the soundtrack to my soul's heat, making me move from my head to my feet. My heartbeat, yeah, it's pumping so loud. It's the rhythm of love, baby, that I found when the music plays. I just can't help but sway. Nothing else matters. It's my heart.
So guys, I'm done stitching this. Can you see how it looks? So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out this excess thread I have here and then open this up, so you see how neatly this was sewn. Okay, so I'm also going to zip this up to this point here so that you see how it looks before we go ahead to close up the other side as well. So this is how it looks. Can you see? This is it. This is how one side of it is looking already. Can you see how beautiful this is looking? Can you see? So right now I'm going to zip this back and then let's go ahead and stitch down the other side. So guys, this is the part where I stitched down just now. So let's go ahead and then do same for this other side. To do that, I'm going to turn this over like this and then start pinning this other side down. So you see this point here, I'm going to place it facing this other side here. Just look at what I'm doing. Place it facing this part and then go ahead and pin it down. So you're going to continue pinning this down just like we did for this other part. Okay, so I'll pin this down and then show you.
My heart's dancing, it's a love conquest. Oh, the melody, it's smooth and sweet, like honey dripping from a golden bee. It's the soundtrack to my soul's heat, making me move from my head to my feet. My heartbeat, yeah, it's pumping so loud. It's the rhythm of love, baby, that I found when the music plays. I just can't help but sway. Nothing else matters. It's my heart that obeys. Lost in the sound, my worries fade. Every note, every chord, a serenade with each beat of the drum. My spirit's unchained in the symphony of love. I am unafraid, yeah. It's pumping so loud. It's the rhythm.
So guys, after pinning this down, I'll go to my sewing machine and stitch this down till it gets to the end, just like we did for the front. Okay, so this is it here, but this time you need to start from the end. Okay, just look at what I'm doing here. I'm going to start from the end part here to stitch. So this is how I am going to use it. This will just be very comfortable for me to do. So just place it this way. Can you see? Take it to your sewing machine and then start stitching on it. So this time I'm placing this from the end. The first one we did was we started from the top to stitch down to the end, but this time I'll stitch from the end part here till I get to the top. Just look at what I'm doing here. So by the time I'm done, I'm going to show you what I have.
Like honey dripping from a golden bee. It's the soundtrack to my soul's heat, making me move from my head to my feet. My heartbeat, yeah, it's pumping so loud. It's the rhythm of love, baby, that I found when the music plays. I just can't help but sway.
Okay, so I'm done stitching this down now. I'm just going to try and then zip this off. Now this part here is a little bit difficult, but you just need to do it. Can you see that the zip, this area here is inside, so you need to find a way to bring this out. Yes, this is how you need to do. Just try as much as possible to try to bring this out. Okay, no matter how difficult it is, just try to bring it out. By the time you bring this out, you will have a very nice and finished look at the end. So I'm just trying to pull this out to this other side. Just look at what I'm doing, and then I will take this to bring this down to the table and then draw it up for you to see. So at this point I even went ahead to use this same fabric here to try, because it was as if my hands were a little bit like wet. So right now I'm still struggling with it. Please, you need to do this. Okay, this is how it's going to be. I decided to just show you this just like behind the scene. Okay, so right now I'm done. Let's go ahead and then place this on the table and then draw it out. Okay, so I'll just bring this part out like this. Can you see? Just bring it out this way. Make sure you align your fabric, because it's going to like hold this down like what I have here at this point. Just make sure you are placing it well. Can you see what I have? Can you see how beautiful this looks? This is how yours is going to be, or even better than mine. See how nice this came out. So this is just how to make an invisible zip. Can you see? If you watched this video to this point and you haven't subscribed, I wonder what you're still waiting for. This is the back view. This is how it looks. I'm just going ahead to remove those threads there. They are not needed. So this is how it looks. I'll just turn this over this way, and here is the finished work. Let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying this. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Okay.